Nobody is up in this fort.
Keep on the lookout!
Well, look, you have to investigate.
Watch my ass! I'll go find him! Why are you attacking people with orbs? Get out of this dagger! They're dead! Where did he go? You should have left!
All right, Camo. You're the hero.
Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Chicane, I'm moving in on Rucker's position. You got those coordinates yet?
I'll transmit them as soon as I've finished my coffee.
Don't leave me hanging, Chicane.
You just worry about getting our man. And be careful. He's dangerous.
We'll see.
I'm Anam.
I'm sure you'll understand if I don't take your word for it.
As the customary final request of the condemned man, please, do not kill any more of my people on your way out. Their only crime against you is their loyalty to me.
You don't seem surprised to see me.
I'm not. After the train station attacks, I knew it was only a matter of time before they sent someone. Please, sit.
This isn't a social call, Rucker. I'm here to take you in.
Our mandate is to fight for the rights of the augmented. Communicate our message, offer assistance. The Ark is a non-violent organization.
All right, then this should be easy. Come with me, answer our questions, and we'll have you back here in plenty of time to film your next sermon.
I'm not a fool. If I surrender now, I'm never coming back. Once you have me, you intend to make me disappear. But I will not make Solzhenitsyn's mistake. My people and I will resist you.
I thought you were a pacifist.
I am. But I'm more than a leader. I am a symbol. That is why you wish to erase me. If martyrdom is the only way to remain a symbol, then even my death is preferable to my evaporation.
You said you don't want any more of your people getting hurt. But if I have to bring you in by force, I will. And they're gonna try to stop me. There's a better chance of avoiding violence if you come along peacefully. You have my word. I will do everything I can to see that you are treated fairly.
How dare you speak to me of peace and fairness? You assaulted innocent people to get in here and kidnap me on behalf of masters who hide in the shadows, manipulating, controlling, and murdering without the courage to proclaim their convictions in front of the rest of the world.
You're not any different from them, Rucker. All of you rely on armed men while spouting your rhetoric from behind the safety of a camera. If you want to prove the strength of your convictions, confront your enemies face to face.
Well, you seem to be more than the unquestioning brute I took you for. It is refreshing to hear that kind of passion and idealism in other people, particularly after everything I've experienced lately. I have been patient and understanding. I have taught my people non-violence and waited for the rest of the world to follow that example. I have had faith in humanity, and humanity betrayed me.
Follow your example. History has shown that anti-other movements always spring up in times of chaos and fear. Before deciding to become the symbol of the cause, you should have made sure you were prepared for it.
I thought I was. I thought I could. God help me, someone had to do it. This is a very precarious time for the movement. These attacks are making everything worse for us. My leadership position within ARC is being threatened, and I suspect the two might even be connected. Please, go back to your people. Tell them to give me 48 hours so I can attempt to resolve the internal conflict.
If the terrorism is causing you internal problems, demonstrate your strength of character. To ARC and to everyone else. By surrendering willingly. Stand by your convictions, and you'll turn people to your side.
With the Cabal in the shadows, the ones pulling your strings, and those of many others, they will never take my side. Can you understand this? If you were to take me from here, you would be responsible for more than my death. You would be responsible for my effacement, the ruination of the Augmented Rights Coalition, and the perversion of everything it stands for.
The bottom line hasn't changed. If you come with me willingly, there won't be any violence. You now have the choice. Choose the non-violent path, or you are the one betraying the cause.
I cannot watch any more of my people die. Not on my account. You've asked me to trust you, and so I will. Before we leave together, there's something I must show you. I suspect there's a power struggle brewing within our organization. Some people inside ARC are less committed to our ideals.
Are you trying to tell me you know who's responsible for the bombings?
I have only suspicions, and until recently, not even that. The evidence I have begun collecting is meager, but I give it to you. This is the key card for the security door. The evidence is inside.
Why give it to me? Why not keep it, present it at your interrogation?
Because if my suspicions are correct, and I am seen leaving here with you, willingly, I may not survive to present my evidence. Somewhere down there, hiding in plain sight, is your real terrorist. I was trying secretly to find out who is responsible.
Rucker? Chicane, Rucker is dead.
Come again.
I'll fill you in when I see you, which is where exactly?
There's some greenhouses near your position. Below them is a clearing. That's where I'll be. Chicane out.
But fear has blinded our accusers. And although I know that many of you are fearful of the wake of such violence, I urge you not to become as blind. You know as well as I that they will come here into your homes to intimidate, to accuse, perhaps worse. And some of you will be tempted to strike out.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Access granted. Access granted.
Area's clear.
Jensen, the meter's running. Where the hell are you?
I'm on my way, Chicane.
Well, step it up.
Lot of goddamn good Rucker being dead is going to do for us. Your orders were to bring him in.
I fully intended to.
Then how did this happen?
Look, Rucker was convinced someone wanted him to disappear. Instead of pointing fingers, we need to focus on finding out who it was. Before dying, he told me that outside forces were perverting the cause from within. He said he had proof.
What kind of proof?
You didn't get the time to tell me.
So we still have nothing.
What about Viktor Marchenko?
The name you wanted me to run through iLink? We got back a blank page.
What? You got something more on him?
Not yet. Just call it a gut feeling for now.
Right. So like I said, we still have nothing.
Christ.
What a mess. You know word of Rucker's death is going to spread, don't you? And when that happens, the head of state police assures me Golem City will become a war zone. We can't let that happen. I hope we're good on juice, Chicane, because I need a ride. As for you, Agent...
I still have a case to solve, and I know exactly where to start, Director. Smiley's had more than enough time to analyze that DSD I gave him.
The one you took from Ruzika?
Check in with him, see what's on it. After that, I'll go where the evidence takes me. I intend to make sure the right people are brought to justice for this, whether they're augmented or not.
Get a move on, before this case gets any colder. And keep me in the loop. Let's go, Chicane.
Alex, tell us Rucker's dead.
What?
Poisoned, I think.
Holy shit, man. Rucker was the voice of the Augmented. People loved him for it. When word of this hits, Prague is gonna explode.
And the whole world's watching. Listen, Miller's gone to meet with state police. Could be our chance to determine his loyalties.
He lives near TF-29. You want us to search his apartment?
Not us. Me. You keep digging into that VersaLife break-in. And see what the Collective can dig up on a Viktor Marchenko. If I'm right, and Rucker was poisoned, all three might be connected. Jensen out.
Adam, you there? You're not gonna believe this, but Vadim Orlov is in Prague.
You're kidding.
I wish I were. 6 months ago, he got an augmented expert's visa and has been coming and going periodically ever since. Border Control logged him in this morning.
I arrived in Prague 6 months ago. Where's he staying?
In the Lilioma Courtyard Apartments on Lavani Street, 2nd floor.
I'll check it out.
Máte štěstí, že do 3:45 nikoho nevyskytl.
Mr. Jensen, it is Otar Botkoveli. I have another delicate matter that requires your expertise.
I thought we were even, Otar.
We will be even when I say so, my friend. Now then, to business. You will meet Mrs. Kadlec, the owner of the Red Queen. I understand she has a problem named Dominique.
Let's get this straight. I'm not a cleaner for the Diwalis. Why don't you send one of your own?
Why? Because I am telling you to do it. And who mentioned killing? Just meet with Kadlec and mind your manners. She's a powerful woman.
What do you want? Hypostims? Pick up a prescription?
Who is Mikhail?
My nephew. He works here as an assistant, but he didn't show up for work today. His apartment is just across the street. Would it have killed him to let me know he can't come in?
Probably not. Especially since you seem like such an approachable boss.
Did you come here for something?
This place has a doctor.
Oh yes, Dr. Sipra, Mr. Big Shot from Tai Young. Who thinks he's too good for a place like this?
Tai Young. What did he do for them?
He calls it experimental neurotherapy. If he's so good, how come his patient ran away and he can't find her?
What does an experimental neurotherapist do exactly?
He is vague about it, and I don't care enough to ask. You want something else?
I'll be going.
Do what you want.
know that this is trouble in Golem City, the red light wouldn't be as busy as usual.
Listen to that garbage. I was expecting more of you Augs tonight. Especially when I heard
I was hoping for a little more party.
Prejprnkačka, hledá hovno. Měli nás na to poslat nejmíň 2. Česky, prosím tě.
Ah, a customer. No offense, but I shouldn't be doing business.
Ukaž mi doklady, Auku. A žádný zbrklý pohyby.
You watch American television, don't you?
Skvělý, typický nafoukaný amík. Všechno se točí kolem vás, co? PH 847. Tak to vidím prvně. Ale souhlasí to.
Glad to hear it.
A ty rozumíš, jo? Dobrý, rozuměj, že na mě ty fajnový číslíčka na tvým ID žádnej dojem nedělají. A teď pohyb.
Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný. Mělo by to fungovat. Já to nechápu. Prejprnkačka hledá hovno. Měli nás na to poslat nejmíň 2. Tak tohle teda nešlo podle plánu. Prejprnkačka hledá hovno. Měli nás na to poslat nejmíň 2.
Listens to that garbage.
Mělo by to fungovat. Já to nechápu. Prejprnkačka hledá hovno. Měli nás na to poslat nejmíň 2.
Enough problems already. Not much going on.
Tak tohle teda nešlo podle plánu.
What today? Not much going on.
Mělo by to fungovat. Já... To nechápu.
What today? nice to find another bottle. Something to keep us warm. Seems as though there are more police than what the hell?
Man, did you hear Lazarus' late? He says the Illuminati killed the Orc. You should...
Listen to that crap. It will rot your brain.
Are you insane? He's the only one telling us the truth.
He is crazy. The whole damn idea is...
Hold it, Clank. You took the wrong train car. That was for humans. Let's see your documents, and you'd better hope they are all in order.
Bullshit.
These are impressive credentials, but not impressive enough for you to pass as a natural. Don't do it again. Go on. Get out.
Fuck, laddie, like I am not a citizen here. Like I am not a citizen here.
To buy property here, well, it's cheap.
I have a permit. It's not like they do not.
Oh, in this train.
Look, madam. Your paper...
Wait your turn, huh?
Fine.
Look, madam.
Go.
Your paper stays right here.
I wish it were more. I'm busy.
A co jinýho mám dělat? Požírat se každou.
It is not unhealthy to be curious about death. What is unhealthy is to do such things.
You know who? By now?
Johnny's not going anywhere.
This doesn't concern you.
Johnny's not going anywhere. Orders are orders. Orders are orders.
We can't let them get away with this.
Has to tell us.
What's your hurry?
I will give him the same order.
I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
Do you have any idea who she was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Orc victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I was a cop, once. Old habits die hard.
In America?
Yeah, Detroit. It was a long time ago.
I bet you have a lot of experience. You're used to this sort of thing.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
Oh, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
It's natural to be scared.
And you understand. I don't want to get involved if I don't have to.
Sure, I understand. You don't know anyone here. But there's a chance this could happen again. The more you're willing to cooperate with the police, the better the odds of catching whoever's responsible.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an orc.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk to you about what happened.
How come she talks to him and not to me?
Away from the crime.
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I'd like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forego any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
All right. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was going to work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Oh! Careful of the evidence.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
Who'd you piss off to pull this duty? Just because Montag trusts him doesn't mean I do.
found something.
If it wasn't for Johnny, I might have begged you for this. Away from the crowds. You're 2 years too late already.
It's your turn to buy the cup.
Pretty obvious what happened here.
Are you a journalist?
No, but she was. And she had enemies.
I hear there's been a series of these.
Tabloids write that shit to sell copies. No, this was political. It's always political.
Keep giving you updates every few minutes.
Didn't think so.
Gruesome, isn't it?
I've got nothing else to say.
Enjoying yourself, detective.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an AUG, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
People hold a hell of a grudge against Augs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? Aug or no Aug.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
Found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
Maybe Johnny wanted something to remember her by. Or maybe someone found a dead body and started cutting. There's a lot of scavengers around here. To them, taking an arm is like taking a wallet.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Needle, huh? In which shoulder?
The right shoulder, why?
It's probably nothing. I just remember this other cop, Smolinski. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone following in the footsteps of an old murderer named, Svobodka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. Some of the things you've been noticing, I'll be honest, they're starting to sound very familiar. Someone like you would probably say it's worth looking into.
And how would I do that?
Smolinski died in that police station bombing. If any of his files survived, they would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe Smolinski found something that can shed light on this mess.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Were you able to get anything out of the witness? Sounded like she might have seen something.
Who? Little Miss Mousy? I was under the impression Daria was your domain. Apparently, I'm not good enough to talk to.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
Don't forget to question Daria. I don't want to keep her here forever.
Intel, who do they think they are?
I have some questions for you.
I will cooperate. You have promised to help, and so I will try to help as well.
What were you doing here?
I was looking for Starlight, my cat. There was lightning and suddenly this flash of certainty. That's when I knew something awful was happening.
Where were you exactly?
In the shadows. My head was down. I couldn't move. Oh God, stupid Daria. I shouldn't have gone out today. The energies were all wrong.
Is there anything else I should know about you?
You want to know about Daria? What is there to tell? Small town girl came to the big city to escape her problems. To try and become someone else.
Did it work?
Not really. You can't escape yourself. You can't just come to a big city and expect all your problems to seem smaller. It doesn't work that way.
Why is it you don't trust the police to take care of this case?
I have bad memories of the police.
What kind of memories?
Get calls I didn't want. Tickets I didn't deserve. The policemen here are worse than children. Former captains of high school sports teams who will never recapture their years of glory.
I was captain of the debate team in high school.
Yes, well, debate is different.
What's your take on Montag? You ever meet him before tonight?
I went to the station once, years ago, to complain about the ticket. Detective Montag is the one they send you to handle the paperwork.
How'd he do?
He did fine. The point is, he's a desk jockey. Look at him, he's lost out here. The cops who know how to catch killers, they're not the ones sent to investigate murdered ox.
How did the attack happen? What was the killer doing?
He was on top of her, cutting the evil out. That's what he called it. I mean, I think.
So you heard his voice?
Very clearly, yes. He sounded confident, authoritarian, like a general commanding troops.
What did he say exactly?
It is time to make you whole again.
Can you remember anything about what the killer looks like?
To be honest, I saw more of the shadow than the man. I remember he was very big. The shadow, it covered everything.
So you can't describe him?
Not the face, no. His clothes, he was wearing something very dark. Black, maybe blue.
Was he augmented?
He moved like an augmented man, but I can't say for sure.
I'm gonna do what I can to help the investigation.
Good luck.
They love to tear us apart.
Adam, did you check out that apartment on Havani Street yet?
I've been busy.
Don't miss this chance, son. Based on past border control logs, Orlov never stays in Prague for very long.
Ours is the man. We'll set you up.
You want Praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers.
I might be interested.
They sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something. Что за хуйня? Get out of here, then.
I'm good for now.
Then get lost. You waste my time.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
Please, I can pay.
You need to see Trap. Come here first. I don't handle. Customer.
You looking for permit?
I don't like you.
Checkpoints on other side.
Something to look forward to every day. And that's not even counting the traffic.
Not many people put balls to walk the streets of
Why not give up?
You don't look like you belong here, Shiny. Too rich to be punched out.
Hey. No, just...
No oaks allowed.
Not anymore.
Not anymore? What does that mean? Where the hell am I supposed to sleep tonight?
Somewhere else. Get out of here.
Citizens, I request that you leave this sector immediately.
City of the future. According to its creator, Revia is a new way of living. A utopia.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
That can't be denied. Some people have called this project an artificial utopia. Now I say you can't have artificial.
That the Santo claims to have perfected in Revia. This is a
Quiet. When is that lockdown order cast?
There's nothing for you here, Og. Keep walking.
Murderers!
Official police. Back away.
I can't live like this anymore. Progress we've made with the natural.
Can't you read all?
I have a permit. It's not like they do not see me for all day.
That's all.
Nemám ti co dalšího říct. Hezký mě, jo. Nasrála, že jsi vyhlasoval tohle tušit.
I'll let you know if I see anything. Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
Další.
Očekává se, že na seznamu poček přibude Ostrava, Olomouc, Zlín a Kladno. Korporátní banka Palisáda se sídlem v Praze je největší a nejprestižnější bezpečnostní korporátní archivní společnost na světě. Obsluhuje řadu megakorporací a bohatých lidí a využívá nejmodernější
Ježíš, něco je donutí na nás zaútočit.
That's all.
Kdy automatizovaná ochrana uvnitř zařízení zabila jednu techničku. Její smrt přitahla mezinárodní pozornost, dokud nevyšlo najevo, že se snažila získat přístup k účtu klientů.
Hezký město, že jo? Nemůžu uvěřit, že trčíme tak.
No, it's crazy.
Poté, co investoři zaznamenali pokles prodejů neurofuzinu. Výkonný ředitel Page však akcionářů ujistil, že se nemusí
Díváte si vy lidi.
Výzkum infekčních chorob a genetické léčby by měl velmi brzy začít vykazovat zisk.
Jestli si ty hajzlové něco zkusili.
Policie vyšetřuje pohodlnou vraždu, která se dnes v noci stala v pražské čtvrti Překážka. Místní argumentovaná reportérka Angela Ganová, známá díky.
Eskimos, jail.
Get them off me. Feels like a war zone.
Who listens to that garbage? Hello? Garbage.
Pražské čtvrti překážka.
Seraph, I found Orlov. He's dead.
What? Are you sure it's him?
Well, technically I never met him before. I did, however, meet a doctor who looks just like him in Alaska. In that clinic I told you about. His name then was McFadden.
Christ, Adam, what exactly happened to you in that clinic?
I don't know. I was in the coma ward. It was run by the World Health Organization. Facility 451. Can you dig into it?
Of course.
I'm gonna search this body and the apartment, see what I can find.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
That's quite a look.
Radar and stay quiet.
Ty jsi v tom fakt jedou, jak to zastavit?
Where are you going? Let's go. Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
Angela's dead. Sorry to be the one to tell you. They found her body in an alley.
Yeah, well, you're not the one to tell me so. I appreciate your way of trying to break it to me, though. Do you know if she died quick or not?
No, I don't.
I hope so. Angie didn't deserve to suffer.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
I've gone up against them before. Seen a lot of them die.
Yeah, well, guess that makes two of us. I was in New South Wales. I saw my share dead.
Australia? You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want.
I didn't choose to be augmented either. Not when it first happened.
Apparently we're supposed to be grateful. Alloy's so much better than skin, right? At least, that's how they sold it to me.
For some things it is. Not for everything.
I can walk through fire, but sand won't stick between my toes. I can shove a knife through my hand, but I can't trust what I feel. Even my dreams are made of alloy.
Alloy feet. What happened?
My grenade. My extremities. Imagine, I used to hate getting blisters. Now, I'd give anything for one. The luxury of pus, of squeezing something out because your skin has been in friction with the world. Anyway, it's really not worth talking about. I am what I've done, not what they made me.
You've had a hard time adjusting to life after Bell Tower.
No more than anyone else.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie. Doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want to know what happened.
Why? If anyone should want to track down the person who killed her, it should be me. But I choose not to. Case closed.
You don't care if her killer is caught or not?
No, I don't. I don't get off on vengeance. I say, let the bastard stir in his own damn guilt. Men who kill, I think they do it to get attention. They want to be caught. They want society to spank them just like their daddies did. Now, the real punishment for something like this is living with what you've done.
That's not how it works.
Why not?
For one, finding this killer will ensure they can't do it again. 2, society has a right to protect itself. And 3, where were you tonight?
In my apartment. Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
You sure you didn't go anywhere tonight?
I went to the bathroom. Twice.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain why you don't care?
People die. Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
What went wrong with your marriage? If you got divorced, then obviously something did.
What are you, 5? Adults get sick of each other. The ones that don't are just pretending. Lock any 2 people in a room and they'll learn to hate each other sooner or later. It's the most natural thing in the world. I'm actually surprised. Angie held out as long as she did. You know, people say I'm not very easy to like.
You don't say. So Angela left you, and you resented her for it.
Resented her? No. That's not who my resentment is directed toward right now.
You resent me? Because I'm trying to figure out who killed her?
Because you're treating me like a suspect. Because you're acting like you care more about her than I do. And mostly because you're the first human being to walk into my apartment and talk to me in almost a year. A year! And this is what we're talking about. I resent the situation.
Anything else come to mind about Angela?
At night, her hair used to get in my nose and make it itchy. It was annoying, but nice. Made me feel human.
I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
Whatever you say.
Unbiased and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Investors around the world today rejoice at the decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Palisade Bank.
Must be tripping.
Cutting-edge security measures have protected. Despite an almost astronomical number of attempts. Between you and me, folks, I think they're just wasting their time. This is Eliza Casella, reporting to you live from Picus. Area. Shit!
Why are you still here?
These sobriety chips belong to you, right?
Some version of me that believed he could stop drinking. Yes.
The name of this AA group. I've seen it before. Came up in an old police report I looked at recently. A member was murdered not long ago. An augmented girl. Just like Angela.
Small world. Don't know if you've heard, but things aren't going so well for us Augs. A lot of us like to drink.
Angela's murder has the same MO. I'm willing to bet they were committed by the same person. So I have two victims, and I have you connected to both.
You got nothing. Survive long enough, and people around you start dying. I'm not celebrating the fact, but don't come in here trying to make me feel guilty about it either. It's got nothing to do with me. It's been ages since I went to an AA meeting, and I don't know anything about a murdered girl.
These sobriety chips may still stack up against you.
You're pissing in the dark.
Found your notebook, Johnny. You've been writing about Angie. Some of your descriptions resemble what happened to her.
You're gonna arrest me for writing shitty poems? They're supposed to help me reconnect emotionally to things.
There's a lot of violence in the writing. You describe things that aren't that far off from what actually happened.
Breaking a line and breaking a neck aren't the same thing, are they now? Now you start pretending that they are, and you're no better than that lazy asshole detective. They don't like who I used to be, so they want to do whatever they can to put me away. That's all this is.
The things you wrote are evidence now.
I plead poetic license.
I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
Whatever you say.
are the greatest concerns of the digital age.
Where are you going?
Why are you still here?
Found a note from your doctor. You lost your hands in New South Wales.
I got new hands in New South Wales is the way they sold it to me.
Whatever else the killer did to her, Angela was strangled. Whoever did it left a partial print on her neck, which, apparently, you're not capable of.
Fingerprints are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. You'll find not having them allows you to be so much more effective.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
I didn't come here to arrest or absolve you. Only to ask questions.
Apology accepted. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to be left alone. You got me mixed up with someone else. Happens all the time.
Need more beer. I bought beer on the wall.
Don't quit, that's all.
Get off me, you bastard! Leave me alone. You have no right to touch me.
Noci stala v pražské čtvrti překážka. Místní augmentovaná reportérka Angela Gunnová, známá díky řadě oblíbených odhalení politických skandálů, byla nalezena v uličce rozřezaná na kusy. Občany nabádáme, aby zůstali bdělí a aby se v noci zdržovali na bezpečných letůch.
Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
Nasrala, že jsi vyhlasoval tuhle duši.
What today?
Hey you! Let's get to business. Excellent choice. Is that all the info you need? Sophisticated choice. I'm finished for the day. You've taken everything I had.
Ten hajzl leze do řití a dostane povýšení.
City has gone to hell.
Celý oddělení je skorumpované.
Just make it through this shift.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s Rusákama. ničemu dobrý. Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný. Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý.
Can't defend against that kind of team.
Všechno vidím.
City has gone to hell. Sir?
Takhle jsme se přišli o 2 roky později.
Another one. Look, that again, Hunter. Do not think of my trying to fight back, do you? Not much going on.
Despite whatever praises we had around here. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Pike. Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the principles of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank